Hi there, it's Tim with Tim's Smoke Review, and today we're going to be looking at a brand new product for you from Vapor4Life. It is the Vapor4Life 510 Threaded Vapor Zeus. This is an awesome machine. In fact, it's pretty much just like the 808 Threaded Vapor Zeus, which is the one that I've been using, well, for months now as my daily vapor, the one I take everywhere with me. And 510 threading for this, what it means is that you should be able to use it, with tanks like this. A lot of people are into the egos with the tanks and stuff, and they're all 510 threaded. So Vapor4Life thought they'd get in the market of the 510. They've come out with the Vapor Zeus. Let me give you a few specs about it. It comes in the automatic and dual mode versions. I happen, when they were first coming out, I always said, well, I love the automatic because you just, when it's in automatic mode, you just sit there and you take a drag on it and it comes right out. You don't have to push any buttons or anything. And then the dual mode is this little switch right here. Let's see if I can find it and push it for you. Push it 5 times, it blinks to tell you it's changed modes. There we go. It was in manual mode. Now let me put it back to automatic. There we go. Works great either way. So I prefer the manual mode. And the reason I do is that I found out over the months that I've been using the 808 threaded Vapor Zeus, I seem to get better battery life out of the manual. And I don't know if it's just because, with the automatic it has a constant charge going through it. I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason. But, and it just helps me control it as well. But with the 510 threading, what it's going to allow you to do is use different tanks on it. The only thing that I found so far with the Vapor Zeus that with the tanks is because this is a 5-volt battery. And in fact, let me read the exact specification for you on it. It's 5 volts using single coil cartomizers. It's supposed to work on the ones that are 2.0 ohms and above. And then it's also regulated to 4.4 volts using dual coil cartomizers. The ones I have on these, this is my iSmoka Mega BCC, and what I found is that it will burn up the, I've been using a 2.5 on that, it will burn it up real quick. In fact, when I got the 510 Zeus, it's like, wow, now I can use my iSmoka on it. And so I plugged it in, boom, just burned it up right away. I was like, oh crap, that ain't gonna work. So I did a little research and found out one thing you can do, minimum this will do, on at least so far with the tanks I've tried, is 2.5, and you have to be real careful to give it just a little breathing room. So you turn it all the way to where it's tight and then you unloosen it. If you hold it up to the light, you'll be able to see there's just a little crack between the battery and the tank. And you see it'll work with the tank as well. What I'm going to be looking to do is, I've seen there's some tanks on the market that have the wicks or atomizers that are like 3.0 up to 4.0 on the ohms. I'm going to be ordering some of those and see if they don't work better with the 5 volts, because it does put out a constant 5 volts. It's not like a lot of the e-cig batteries, whereas the battery wears down, it loses voltage, which might work better with the tanks. I do know that they've also come out with, or are going to come out with, a Wow Vapor Dial-a-Volt, and those are going to also be 510 threaded. Those will be variable voltage, which a lot of people are big fans of, and they're from 4.8 to 3.2 volts. Will be available in all the same colors: the black, blue, cigar, green, magenta, the medium, large, and small sizes. 650 mod to 900 mod to 1100 mod on the Dial-a-Volt. On the Vapor Zeus here. This is the extra large. It's 1300 mAh, and it does last all day long. I work in a call center where, you know, I am fortunately able to still vape while I'm on the phone, and this really helps out because you know, like when you're doing something like customer service and you're a smoker, after an hour, hour and a half, it's like, oh, I hate people, I need a cigarette. I hate people, I need a cigarette. Well, by being able to do this, you don't have it. Everything's just rosy. How can I help you out today? Wow, I'd be happy to do that for you. See what a difference it makes in my attitude when I've got my Vapor Zeus by my side. One thing that's also really cool about the Vapor Zeus over the dial-a-volt and a lot of the batteries that are on the market, it's also a pass-through. So if you're like me and sometimes you forget to charge your battery at night, you just take your handy-dandy USB cord with you to work, and you're still vaping right away because it'll charge while you're vaping. I have been using this one for like the last week and a half. I do get a full day out of a full charge, and because of the job that I do and because I can vape at work, I am what you would consider a heavy chain vapor. I mean, I got this baby going all day long. So for a lot of you that don't have that opportunity to do that or work, and you know, the battery may last you 2-3 days. I don't know. It just, you know, it just depends on your usage. But overall, this is going to be fantastic when it comes out. If you're using the tanks for other batteries, and I know a lot of people use the tanks because, well, it's just pretty obvious. You can see how much liquid's there. You get a better eye of, you know, they're easier to clean. So say if I had this thing full and I was like, ooh, that's a nasty liquid, clean it out. I can put a brand new liquid in it. Whereas with the Smilemizers, you can clean them. It just takes a little while for them to dry, you know, a couple days for them to dry out before you can use it again. And once you've washed it out, you know, with water, it just seems to lose some of its bite, you know, because when you get them brand new and you've used the same vapor in them, or liquid, you just get awesome vapor, awesome taste. So that's one reason why I like the tanks and why I'm going to be doing some research to find some tanks that really, really match up well with this 5-volt battery, because it does give you, you know, clouds of vapor. And you know, it's exciting that it's the 510 thread because it essentially will work with a lot of other stuff. For right now, I'd have to say that for everybody that's using tanks like this, wait for the dial-a-volt to come out so that you can vary your voltage to, you know, work with your tank depending on the ohm of atomizer that you're using, or wick, or, you know, however they call it on your specific unit. And I'll do an update video as well as soon as I get it. I do have to, on the same video as well, thank my friends here in Springfield at Paradise Vapors. They did set me up with one of these, it's a Kelvin CE8 Plus tank, and it's basically a knockoff of a Kanger 2. And I tried it with, it had a wick in it that came back at like 2.8 ohms, and it burnt pretty good too. So I'm thinking that I need to find something that's got 3 ohms or above as far as the tanks to work with the Vapor Zeus. The Smilemizer comes back at 2.5, but it's built to go with the battery, so that's why I'm sometimes kind of at a loss on the ohms. I'm not, you know, into the electric wattage and all that stuff. All I know is I've got a great vape. I did on the ECF forum find a great chart for matching up volts with ohms, and I'll post that down below so that you can see it. And as always, if you have any questions, you know, comment below. I answer as many of them as I can. I do work, so I'm not always sitting here just, you know, answering stuff. But another thing, the Wow Smiling Tobacco. It's good stuff. If you're looking for something that has that close to cigarette taste, that's a real good one for you to try. It's the same stuff that's in the Vapor King, the Vapor4Life Vapor King disposable, and it will make you go wow. Seriously, somebody gave me a hard time because I was saying wow after I took the head off this. when I opened it up and got it from Vapor for Life, I was like, wow. Because whatever they put in this one, it kind of gives you that, for smokers will know what I'm talking about, gives you that taste in your mouth, not the nasty taste of a cigarette, but that feel like you just took a drag. And a lot of the disposables don't have that, so that's a cool deal. You also get that in the liquid with the Smiling Tobacco Wow Vapor Juice. All right, well, I'm trying not to ramble on because I have a tendency to do that. So maybe you've noticed. But anyway, loving it. This is what I'm using. Vapor for Life 510 threaded Vapor Zeus. Watch the Vapor for Life website for it to come out. Like I say, when I find a tank with high enough ohms to work with this, I'll do another review and let you see how it goes. And if you have any suggestions, any tips, because I'm new to the tank thing, it's a video for newbies, right? And even though I've been vaping for about a year now, I'm still basically a newbie, because once I found my Vapor Zeus, you know, the 808 threaded one, that's what I've been using. The only other thing that I've tried is this, let's see if you can see it here. I'm charging it. The iSmoka iGo, and I only got it because of the tank, and it's supposed to have a super battery and last real long, all of which it does. But to be honest with you, you don't get the flavor and the vapor that you get with the Vapor Zeus. So that has become more of just a backup for when I'm out of Smilemizers and need something quick. I can, you know, run up to my local vape shop and, you know, pick up some wicks for a couple of bucks and, you know, be set to go on that. But anyway, that is today's review. And again, I'll put that chart, a link to the chart down underneath. Also the Twitter, if you want to tweet me, tweet away. I'm Tim for Tim's Smoke Review. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.